Alright guys, what's up? It's Sgtbetx here. I'm gonna grind a little bit of Tour 9. I'm just gonna start here in a couple minutes. Just doing a few things before I start. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Alright, let me get started here. Alright, so basically it's clubs I'm playing with. Nothing special, pretty much. Really meant for Tour 9. Tour 9, Tour 8, Tour 10. This is one of my guest account. It's a baby account here. I'll probably be playing mostly with Titans and Kingmakers. Occasionally, if I get some good win, I'll play with maybe a firework ball or something. And if you guys need any questions answered or whatever, you can go ahead and ask me. I'm on my tablet. I can see. So yeah, I've had this account for quite some time now. This is probably my maybe my sixth or seventh account. I gave maybe one or two of them away. Yeah, on this tour I get a lot of people that usually have much better clubs than I do, though. This week, maybe because of the tournament or whatever, but people are playing, Pak 5, Pak 6. I've seen the Pak 7s. And a lot of people use many win balls here. Alright, so pretty close to min. All right, it's a good start. Now, the way I usually play is, what you mad for, dude? It's not like it was a bad shot. I hit it great or something. Oh, thanks. Anyway, so the way I normally play is I like to line up my shots with the wind so that all you gotta do is pull back or pull forward, whatever. So instead of lining it up, let's say you're just lining up straight in front of the hole and then you gotta adjust to the right or left, there's more room for error. You can be off, 0.2, 3, 4, even, half a ring off, and it'll just come in hot, or maybe come in a little bit before the hole, but you'll be lined up with the hole. So it'll make it a much easier shot. Now that I'm playing with, a Thorn 7, it's not as easy because of the bowl guide is not full. So I'm mainly playing this just to try and upgrade my clubs. Alright, this hole can be a pain in the ass. Yep. That great ball cost me. Fun times grinding on a Saturday night, eh? This hole is tough if you don't get the right wind. Even with the right wind, it's let's see, 10. It's gonna be tough with on this hole is a freaking huge ass down slope. Plays like 40% or something. Now on tour 9, I only use a sniper. I don't ever try to bring a cat or a big dog. Yeah, it might come in handy some holes, but it can really hurt in the shootouts. Now normally if I am where he is at, I'll play right there on that right side right there where he's at. It's a little bit more right, but that's where I play from. And it goes right in the sand. That's one of the reasons why I do play with the sniper, because hitting great on any other wood clubs it hurts. Alright, let's see how this plays. Would you look at that? But like I said, that's the reason why I like to play with the using the ball spin to aim at the hole with the wind. You get more chances to make it that way when you under adjust, over adjust, however you do it. Alright, on to the next one. Not bad, 2 wins so far to start. So my stats on this account. This week I probably put the most grind in it than I've ever on this account. It was maybe at like, with all the tournaments I played, pretty much mostly all top 10, but I think it's like 29 tournaments, so it comes out to like maybe 1,250, 1,300 games. I played tour maybe around 300 to 3 and change, 300, 350, 340, something like that. And I put in like maybe 100 and maybe 150 this week. Now this hole, usually if I get side spin or a side wind or any type of tailwind, I'll play it basically max top and left and play it right there. But since I'm not, I'm going to play it more like I'm going to force it to get onto the rough so that I have a closer shot at it. Now, like I say, I purposely do that on this hole just so that I can be as close as possible to hit a Nirvana shot or a short sand shot. This one I'm usually, from where I'm at right now, it might be like a mid Nirvana shot. Placing it being 10% elevation. That's how I usually line up my shots. This one I'm maybe about 60% or so. With the perfect, that might have gone in. Alright, this hole I mainly like to play maybe about mid sniper, 0% elevation. In tailwind I'll play it a little before the hole, but I'll play it before the rough. So usually on tour 9 it comes out to like 1-to-1 minus maybe half, 3/4 of a ring. So if I'm getting like 8 win, I'll adjust it like maybe about 7.25 ish. Alright, so with 6.2 I'll do it like 5.6, 5.5, around there. Full right. And since I got the tailwind push, see on this right there's a slope here, so I'll play it more this way, away from that slope. And I'll play around there, so I'll do about, like I said, about 5.6. Yeah, I could have did without the the tiny left curl that I gave it. I'm just keep popping in chest. That's all I'm doing, trying to get club upgrades. Getting close. I had about, I want to say 20, 22, 23 mil of coins before I started grinding. Tour 9 this week. I had 0 trophies on Tour 9. I hadn't even started it. That's how much of no tour I play on this account. But now I'm up to 72 mil, so it's about 50 mil. I think I had like maybe 110, 120 mil total. Now I'm at 240, so this one no need to have a big club for this, so I'll go with the rock. For the most part on Tour 9 you can get away with using the rock or the quarterback or something like that. And this hole you want to be a little careful not to give it too much right curl like I just did. I thought the wind pushed a little bit more, but should be alright to save it though. We both got in the rough there, so being in the rough here, I'm just gonna go play it on the left side and then wedge chip it. If I was a little bit further up or the wind was tailwind, then I'd be alright. Alright, so Nirvana's gonna give me, let's see. Trying to get up as much far as I can. Let's see how far away from the rough I am. Alright, so this is not really a good spot, but that's a decent shot. I'll still be a wedge chip away. No, I guess not. That great left hurt. Let's see what I can do with the Nirvana shot here. I gave it a little bit too much power is what it was. Well, he should make that one. Not that far, just need to adjust a tiny bit. Let's see you get your ass in the hole, baby. Yeah. That's how you save it. See if I can keep this streak going. This hole I usually play right around the 6-7 yard plus 6 plus 7 yard mark, and I play it like 1-1 plus 1. The green, it slopes down, so I'll just play it right by the fringe. As long as I get it to the fringe, the ball will go down just like that. So you don't want the ball guy showing going up to the hole, because you will go past the hole. So this I'll probably adjust like 6.5 rings, being that it is headwind. It's gonna push my ball back a lot. So pretty much that's where I want to be. I'm gonna give it some more to go up to counter the headwind. So I'll do 6.5. And the great ball hurt me. Perfect might have actually gone in. But basically this is how you want to play that hole. 1-1 plus 1 is pretty good for it. Like I said, unless you get a lot of headwind, and then you gotta have that ball guide show going past the hole for a bit. Alright, this hole can be a pain in the ass, especially in headwind. So what do I have here? 8-6. That should be good. Yeah, and headwind, this hole kind of sucks, because you need to try to get as far down as you can. Now, if you don't get that far down, you can play on the left side and you'll be alright, but depends on the wind here. See, I can reach here. You can play it over here too. This is more of the safer route though. Come on, get on the fringe. Alright, good. Alright. Now with my wedge chips, I always go, alright, well he forfeited, but I always go full top spin. And bring the ball as close as possible as me as I can. Because that way you hit great. Shouldn't affect you and should be fine to make it. See if I get a couple different new holes here, that way people can see. This one normally is a good chance to get albatross. About 4 rings up. Let me see here. About 4 rings up after adjust. So I'll do 6.8 and then push up about 4 rings. Usually you're looking for like in the 250s, 260s range. 254 is good. Usually I get between 250 and 255, and you can play this at that range. You can play it at 0% elevation and about mid distance, between mid and min, and should be fine. So usually the second shot you play it as long as it's like side wind and tailwind, you can play it 2 top spin, full left spin. If it's headwind, you might want to do like 2.25 top spin. It's a huge funnel though. Alright, so this one I'm getting 7.4. Let's see where I'm at here. See, close to minimum. So the same thing always. About 2 top spin, full left spin. And you can see right here the funnel. Alright, so I'll play this one. About 6.3 or 4 ish. I should be very close to it. And it's perfect. See, that one I played it at 0% elevation. In between minimum and minimum and mid, but closer to the minimum numbers. So played it about 6.3 rings or so. But like I said, it's a huge funnel that you can be off a couple of points and you'll be perfectly fine. All right, let's keep this going. Hopefully I'll get into more shootout holes so people can see the shootout holes, but for the most part I win pretty often just playing the game straight up. Alright, so here we got some tailwind here, so I can play the shot that I was trying to do before. As much left spin and top spin as you can do. You just gotta be careful with the going too far. Alright, so like here, all the way up here, it's about 4 rings up, gets to the top, so you want to be around 4 rings. So I gotta give it a little bit of overpower. And hopefully that's not too much to go flying past the hole, but it shouldn't be. It should be just about right. Right, there you go. Tiny bit more overpower and a tiny bit more curl. Would have been right near the hole. Like I said, this hole you want to be careful not to overpower it too much, because you can hit that rough and you can go flying. He looks like he's gonna go to the left. Nice, decent shot. Now I'm streaming Tour 9 here. I'm gonna try to stream maybe Tour 11, maybe tomorrow or sometime this week or something like that. If I get some time, I'll try to stream my tournament. I don't know if I'll play pro with this one. If I get a couple upgrades, I can play expert, but I might just stay pro for now. Try to get some upgrades. Ooh, he missed it. This is the reason why you need to play full top spin. Play the ball as close to you as possible. That way, so if you do hit great, it's not going to affect you much. And that's one of the reasons why you do that. Now, let's try to do a Titan ball here. Try not to make the same mistake I made last time, going too much far right. So I'll play more to the left here. This club is usually 1 to 1 plus 1, so just push it up just a tiny bit. And since I already have wind going to the right, and this should be a pretty good spot here. Making this shot though in 2 is really difficult. That rough is, well, the green slopes hard to the left on the right side, so you don't have much room for error. Right here, I'm pretty close to minimum. Yeah, I don't have enough backspin. The Guardian is a pretty good hole, or a pretty good club for this hole. Let me see if I play on the right side. Adjust a little bit too much. Yeah, in this hole you gotta be pretty, it's like under adjusting. I was closer to in between minimum and mid. I played it pretty much that. I gotta play this hole like more like a 10% under adjustment, negative 10%, and then play the numbers. Alright, going to a shootout hole. Haven't had many of those yet. Alright, this hole can be a pain in the ass. You can play on the right side or the left side. I'm probably going to try to play it on the right side where he's playing there. Yeah, he has an Epoch 7. Jesus. What's he doing on tour 9? Barely got through. I'm gonna have to play that side too. Because playing the other way is not that good. But I got a lot of freaking headwind, which sucks. Getting all that headwind, I'm gonna push it up some more. I had too much topspin. This one I need to figure out on this right side with headwind. Jesus, this dude has all these master medals and he's playing in Tour 9 with an epoch 7. Pay for play maybe? I don't know. I do get some really heavy sandbaggers up in Tour 9. I mean, at least I have clubs that belong there, you know. POC 3, EM 7, Thor 5, which is the highest club I have, but still, it's not no, you know, EM 7 or something. And this one, as long as you get some tailwind, you can play it towards the right side here. I'll go for it. Let's try it. I might hit the rough of the sand. Definitely now. Or maybe not. That's why I adjusted more, just in case I did hit great right. Alright, this hole, like in the tournament, I was playing it like plus 25% if I was playing it right here. So being that I have side wind, I'll give it a go. Kind of sucks that I can't reach though, but I'll give it a shot. So this has to go up about 1.5 rings. So I'll play this one 9-6 and then push it up a little bit. I can't push it. I have to overpower it just a hair. I think I'm gonna be right of the hole. Yeah. It was a good shot though, but I needed to overpower it just a little bit more. I didn't have much room to play there. But that's the adjustment on this hole. Plus 25%. And then whatever your club distance has. I was pretty much max distance, so I played it 9-6 for a Grizzly 7, 6.9 win. Like I said, it was pretty spot on. I just needed to I needed more distance with it. But I didn't want to overpower too much to end up missing the fringe or missing the rough and going flying past it. But we'll get another shootout hole here. Let's see what we got. This hole I usually play on the right side, and I play it probably about 1-1. But I have some tailwind here. I normally don't like playing this hole up here, but I'll come over here with it. Fuck it. I'll see how this goes. I'll play it 1-1 with a little bit of curl, not much. I'll need a little tiny bit more curl. A little bit more curl and that would have been perfect. Either that or tiny bit more backspin, like 0.25, 0.50 maybe. I'm not really used to playing most of these holes. Like I said, I just started playing Tour 9 like 2 days ago. I did max it, but a lot of my matches didn't even go to shootout. Great left. No bueno for you, sir. Sorry. But yeah, I saw my adjustment there. I did 1-1 with the sniper. I'll do a few more games here and then alright, this hole I normally play on the right side here. Same thing he did. Let's see. Try not to give it too much topspin. I don't want to go too far into the rough there. Now this hole, if I had a better club, thorn, or usually I'm a long iron away, or like a minimum long iron, or a maxed short iron like he is there. And I'll do the same thing, you know, try to adjust my spin to be even with the ball, with the wind angle. All right, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be my grizzly long iron away, probably close to min distance, or mid maybe. Just about medium distance around there. So do the same thing, you know, adjust my wind angle with the ball. It's about right. And I'll adjust. I should be pretty close to the hole. Adjusted a little bit too much. But I was right there. I think I was just off a little bit on my initial aim. I was running out of time, so I had to rush it. I might have not adjusted properly there. So on this one, I played up higher, pretty close to max numbers here. So in this area right here, instead of being over here, it's a different nice funnel. It kind of rolls a little bit, so what I'm gonna do is just have it go a little bit past the hole, to the left a bit. Might be just a little bit right of the hole. A perfect shot, I think, might have been in, or very close. That one I adjusted 10% max. I did that mostly because of the heavy headwind. Which usually plays about, you know, playing tour 9, you can play it easier numbers. You can play is 1-1 plus 1, or 1-1 plus like half. Whether you get wind going from left to right, aim a little bit left of the hole. If you get wind going right to left, aim just slightly right of the hole, and give it just a tiny bit of curl against the wind, just to fight it a bit, and you'll be all right. I'll play just a few more games here. Alright, this hole kind of sucks if you don't have the right wind. I'm gonna land a little bit over there. I want to keep it away from that, the sand on that left side. But I didn't have a lot of, I'd rather play a little more right than where I did and give it left curl to go up the side of that rough on the left side, but I didn't have that much tailwind to really push it. And I didn't want to hit the rough, so I had to play a little bit more left. So I should be probably close to maximum long iron, minimum wood. I think I'll be probably grizzly away. Depending on the wind, if you could play the rough pump or not. This I can't play the rough pump now, being in between clubs, but essentially if you get some good wind, you can play it up there if you have more topspin on a club. So this one I'm just going to play. Try to guess a bit, so I gotta pull it down some, so I'll adjust regularly, then pull it down a couple of rings. This should be pretty close to the flow, just a little bit right though. I probably would have been off with perfect anyways. It's kind of a bad angle, but that right side of the green does slope left, so you can't play it the right side. You just gotta give it a decent amount of curl to get that push. But being that I had headwind, kind of playing that blind there. Nice, we get another shootout here. I don't know, it seems like on their stream I've been on what, like 8-2, 8-3 or something like that. A couple of eagles made on par 4s. We'll get this hole, hopefully don't get no headwind. Side wind or tailwind be alright. Yeah. So I'll play it the same way again. 1 to 1 plus 1 with the ball guide. going past the hole slightly, maybe a little bit to the right of the hole. I shouldn't need to give it a tiny bit of curl. He should be pretty close to it depending on the spin. Oh no, he's going to be short. That's the problem with this hole, is that you need to play it short of the green because it slopes down, but in headwind it pushes a lot. Of course I get more wind than he does. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it, that's pretty much the spot I want to be, but with a little bit more, less, around there. Now just 6.5 rings. I'm going to have to go into overpower slightly. Alright, I'll be probably left of the hole, but just enough to get there. I just want to make sure I got there. Well, perfect might have been really close. Might have been just slightly right of the hole, but it's basically how you want to play it. You can play it with less backspin, but I don't want to rely on that. I'd rather rely on the spot landing there. Maybe I'll get an upgrade someday. Alright, the same thing as the other shot that I did. This I'm only gonna push it up 3 rings because of that tailwind. Right on there, so I'll adjust about 11.4 rings. I'll push it up a little bit. Like I said, you're looking for that like 50, 52, 53, 55 mark. See, right in there. So at that 50 mark, you know that you're going to be playing it 0% elevation, full left spin, 2 top spin. Being that I have a Titan this time, I'm not going to have as much left spin, so I'm pretty close to mid distance. Since I'm getting this, I'll go 2.25 since I'm getting I don't know if I'm gonna be a little bit right of the hole, or that should be good. I might be right of the hole. I needed more topspin. I should have went with the 2.5 or 2.75. He paid it like that, so I'm gonna play it over here now. That's pretty much a safe approach on that hole. Play the same way here. I'll use a rock since I have tailwind. This shot, I might be maybe a grizzly shot away, minimum sniper, or maybe in between. So I'm playing mid numbers here. So I'll play around 8.9 rings. I'm on point there. I just needed more topspin. But I think that's the adjustment there. Negative 10%. Because it was heavy headwind. Just needed to give it some more topspin. Going past the hole.
USAA life insurance.
Stadia streams games directly from Google's data centers to your devices. Seconds
Nice
after
win
you
here.
press purchase, you'll be streaming your game directly from the internet to your screen.
Alright, for this hole, I play, I normally like to play with a rock on this hole, no matter what kind of wind I get. And I'll play it right there, pretty much where he is, but a little bit lower. And I'll play it just to play short, to go in between the trees, because that's the safest route to go. If you go further up the left side, you're going to have a massive curl to try to reach green. You put yourself in a bad spot. You can go towards the right side and rough bump it, but you need the correct wind for it. And normally if you get stuck in the rough or the sand on that right side, you can still probably reach using Nirvana. But it's risky. You can get caught up in one of the trees, or you can get stuck behind a tree and kind of screw yourself. So, and where I'm saying is like over here, if you have like, you know, some tailwind or something like that, or a side wind, you can get up in there. But the way I'm going to play it is so basically I want to line up right around here or here for the shot. So okay, so Now the curl all depends on the type of wind you get. If you get straight wind, you give it pretty much the curl that I did and you're fine. If you get wind going to the left, you have to give it a lot of curl, because you don't have that much room to play with, especially if you're using a Titan that only has 2 side spin. With 3 side spin, you're better off. See, if you're going left, this is what you got to do. You got to play it like that, and it's more difficult. Full curl, you can't judge exactly where the ball is going to end up or around where it's going to end up. It's like almost slicing the ball that you got to do sometimes, depending on where you're at. And doing this, you can end up in the rough, or you can end up with a really long putt. Now, see, if you're playing it right here where I did, you have a good amount of space here. If you're over here and this side here, you can play it through these trees here and you'll be fine. So you just give it full left spin, and you don't want to give it too much top spin, because you can go flying past the hole. Being that I have a little bit of headwind there, essentially this is where you want to be, right around here. So right here I have a little bit of room to curl it left. You'd want to curl it a little bit more than I just did. Oh, I got really close to it, but basically that's a shot you want to play it right there. Let's see some. Seems like getting the same damn shootouts over and over again. Nothing new. Like the same 2 or 3 shootouts this whole entire stream, which kind of sucks. Wanted to show some different shootouts and the way I play them. But at least you're getting the same 2 or 3 shootouts with different wins, and you can see the way I play them. See, now this one is more crosswind here, with a tiny bit of headwind, so I can play it short of the hole. Let the ball carry it with the green. This dude had a horrible shot. Same thing, adjusting 1 to 1 plus 1, right around the 6-7 yard mark. Yeah, see, for me it's with a little tiny bit of tailwind, so. So I'll play it right here. It should be fine. It might go past the hole a tiny bit, but to the right maybe. Yeah. But this shot you're pretty much going to always get within 1 or 2 yards every time. As long as you play it right, you'll be fine. I'll kick like one more here.
You're ready to drive again. Hey, you hot today.
The same freaking hole. Jesus Christ, Golf Clash. You can't do anything different? Holy fuck. The same damn holes. There's more of a safer approach playing it from back here as opposed to playing it up here, so I'm doing it because I have more headwind. Should have pushed it just a tiny bit more up, but it'll be fine. It's not that good of a spot here. This is why I want to be a little bit further up. So I have to play it kind of safe here. So I'm gonna do is play it there. I'm gonna give it some right curl to get around that tree. Hopefully it's not too much. I should have given it some more left spin to push it out, but it's alright. Just to fight that a bit. But I hit a good spot there, so. Alright, see if I get a new hole here that I haven't done yet. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. Like, come the fuck on, man. Might be slightly left of the hole. Yeah.
Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. Tired of living like a blind man. I'm sick aside without a sense of feeling. And this is how you remind me. It's been a while since I could hold my head up high. And it's been a while since I first saw you.
Fuck it, I'll do one more.
And it's been a while since I can stand.
So Lit Mobile just sent me this wireless solar power bank. Let's see what's inside. Power bank has 20,000 milliamps.
This one I can play up top. It's got a tiny bit of tailwind. Not much, but
Knows what it's like to be the bad man.
let's see if I can reach. Maybe I should have used a, that's good enough. I was thinking of using a Titan or a firework ball maybe. But, good enough. I don't know why these people, they pop out these Win 5 balls or these balls that are freaking useless in certain holes, certain wind. Like sometimes you get some tailwind and you need the tailwind and they'll whip out a Win 5 ball, power 2. Completely hurts them. Would have been better off using a freaking Titan or something. He might go pretty far past the hole. See, there's no reason to use special balls in Tour 9 or anything like that. It's gonna hurt you. I mean, most of these shootouts are set up mainly for a Titan or a Kingmaker ball because it's just the right distance you need to be for, you know, for using your wood or long iron, whatever it is that you use. Like, it's perfect distance for it. A lot of people, they end up buying all these balls. Like, even if it's like a berserker type ball, you know, power 5 win 1 or something, you'll start seeing that shit on tour because people just want to use balls just to fucking use balls, not even knowing what it's for, what the purpose is for it, or how to use it when you really need it. Well, it's another win here, so I'll do one more and hope I can get to a shootout here. Right now I'm just banking up coin, banking up my weekly, can't get any trophies here, so, which is fine. Like I said, I need to build bank anyways before I move on to the next tours. Let's see how far I am weekly. Not even close. So at 2 million, what is that? 98 wins on tour 9. Yeah, because 50 wins give you 100 mil. 98 wins. And I played, I started off at 15-12. So that puts me up at 22, 32, 42, 137 games played, and I won 98. So 98, what is that, like 38 losses? 98 and 38 maybe? 98, yeah, 98 and 38. 98 wins and 38 losses since I've been playing Tour 9. So most of these holes you can play it safe and be fine. A lot of people like to try to blast these shots and it gets them nowhere. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is this, the third time I played this hole already? Jesus Christ. Alright, what the hell was that? Maybe he didn't want to play this hole. Well, thanks for the win. Alright, what does that put me at? 9 wins in a row. I think I lost, what, 3 games on this stream? With the 9 wins here, and what did I go on, like 3 games to start, 1 loss, another 3 or 4, so probably close to maybe 15-3 on this stream, or something like that. 14-3. Yeah, who knows? Wow. I haven't played this hole at all this whole stream, but I played a couple of holes like 4 or 5 times. That's how stupid this game is at times, man. There's a chance to blast this ball up there and get it far. Or you can play it safe. I'll see what it's like. Maybe it depends on what he does here. He might get stuck in the rough. Oh, he got lucky. Well, he still gets stuck in the rough. A lot of times it's not even worth it to do that. Sometimes it is. Let's see what the firework ball will get me up to. If it's even worth it. I would have to go up there. It's kind of risky, but I'll go for it. Why not? Let's see where this gets me. Alright, probably stuck in the rough. Not too bad. I didn't have enough topspin for this. Probably should have used the APOC 3. But it's like 2 yards or 3 yards difference in the distance. But it's like, I don't know, 13 topspin more. Might have been enough. So at this point I'll be at a wedge chip. Let's see what I have here. I'll be a wedge chip away. Let's see what the wind is like. 7-9. About 3/4 distance maybe. Such a glitchy green. It should be good though. I hit the bad spot. That green sucks. Should have played it more further back, where it was more of a consistent bounce. I might have adjusted just like a half a ring too much. Alright, let's see if we get a different hole this time. Same freaking holes, man. Like, I think I've gotten the same 3 holes every shootout hole. Okay, so this one I'm gonna play 1-to-1 plus. What was I playing this one? Okay, I'll pass the hole because I overpowered it slightly. Yep, that hurt me. What was I playing this one? Oh, damn. Well, thanks for that, dude. Alright, guys, so that's my Tour 9 play for now. Yeah, hopefully I helped some of you and you got to see how I played it. I ended up on a 10-game win streak. Not bad. Alright, guys. Sgtbetx out.